It is going to be Reds. Brewers, 8-10 Milwaukee. The Brewers are minus 135, totals 9.5. Not a whole lot of movement on the money line. We did see movement upward on the total a little bit. Milwaukee's minus 135, total open 9, up to 9.5. 71% are leaning Brewers, 61% shaded toward the over. Right now, Cincinnati's plus $1.25 on the money line. The Brewers are plus 135 on the run line. We have Tanner Roark for the Reds, Zach Davies for the Brewers. Davies is 8-2 with a 2.79 ERA for Milwaukee. Meanwhile, Tanner Roark for the other side for the Reds, 5-6 record, 1.37 WHIP. Cincinnati is last in the NL Central at just 45-53 overall for the year, 8 games under 500. They're also 8 games back in the NL Central. Now, Cincinnati's won just 20 out of 49 ball games at the Great American Ballpark. They're also second to last in road hits. Milwaukee, on the other side, 5th in home offensive walks, 3rd in striking batters out at home. The Brewers have won 5 out of their last 7. They're also just 2 games back of first place in the NL Central. Now, total-wise, Milwaukee's 15-5 to the under. When Davies makes his start, he's also 10-2 to the under, taking on teams allowing 3.9 to 4.2 runs per contest. Now, the Reds on the other side are 12-7 to the under. When Tanner Roark makes the start, they're also 9-5 to the under, taking on Milwaukee. So with all that in mind, I'm going to lean Milwaukee Brewers minus 135 and the under 9.5 runs in that ball game there. All right, next matchup, it is going to be Athletics. Astros, 8:10 Eastern first pitch in Houston. The Astros are minus 150, totals 9.5. We saw a nickel fade of Houston in the early wagering. Not a whole lot of movement on the total as of yet. Houston opened $1.55 down to 150, totals 9.5. 64% are leaning Astros, 57% shaded toward the over. Right now, Oakland's plus 140 on the money line. Houston plus $1.20 on the run line. We have Mike Fiers for Oakland, Wade Miley for the Astros. Fiers comes into this game with a 9-3 record for Oakland. He also has a 3.64 ERA and a 1.13 WHIP. Oakland is in second place in the AL West. They are 7.5 games back of these very Houston Astros. Oakland is 57-44 overall for the year, 13 games over 500. They're also 7-3 in their last 10. Oakland's 11-5 in their last 16 when traveling. They're also 30-20 against the spread on the road, which of course in Major League Baseball, when I refer to the spread, I'm referring to the run line. Now, Oakland is 5th in road scoring on average per game. They're also 6th in runs allowed. And when it comes to the total, Houston's 80% to the under in their last 5. They're also 13-7 to the under when Wade Miley makes the start. The A's on the other side, 19-9 to the under, taking on teams over 540. They're also 13-8 to the under when Mike Fiers throws out the first pitch. So with all that in mind, I'm going to lean toward the road dog in this one. Give me the Oakland Athletics plus 1.5 and the under 9.5 in that game. Next matchup, Marlins, White Sox, 8:10 Chicago, guaranteed rate field. Now the Marlins are the $1.25 favorite on the road here. Totals at 9.5. We saw a 10-cent move toward Miami. We also saw movement upward on the total. The Marlins open 115 up to 125. Total open 9 up to 9.5. 52% are leaning Marlins, 63% shaded toward the under. Right now, the White Sox are plus 115 on the money line. The Marlins are plus 125 on the run line. We have Caleb Smith for the Marlins, Dylan Covey for the White Sox. Now, Miami ranks dead last in the NL East. They're just 36-62 overall for the year. That's going to put them at nearly 30 games under 500. They're also 22.5 games back in that division. They have the fewest wins in the National League. Miami's won just 18 out of 48 away from home. They're 0-5 in their last 5 when traveling. They also rank dead last in scoring on average per game. Now the White Sox on the other side, 5-2 in their last 7 at home. They're also 26-20 straight up at Guaranteed Rate Field this year. They rank 9th in home hits. Now total-wise, the White Sox are 6-2 to the under when Covey makes the start. The Marlins are 69% to the under when the line was 9 or higher. Give me another underdog. This time I'll take the home dog. Give me the White Sox plus $1.15 and the under 9.5 in that game. Next matchup, Orioles, Diamondbacks. 9:40 Eastern first pitch in Arizona. The D-backs are minus 160, totals at 9. We saw a 10-cent fade of Arizona. Not a whole lot of movement on the total. Arizona opened 170, down to 160. Totals at 9. 72% are leaning toward the D-backs, 73% shaded toward the over. Right now, the Orioles are plus 150 on the money line. Arizona plus $1.15 on the run line. We have Dylan Bundy for the Orioles, Merrill Kelly for the D-backs. Kelly comes into this game with a 3.77 ERA and a 1.22 whip. He also has 92 strikeouts in just 117 innings. Now, Dylan Bundy on the other side for Baltimore, just 4-11 on the year, 5.28 ERA, and a 1.37 whip. Now, Arizona is tied for second in the NL West. They are 6th in hits on average per game and 6th in walks allowed at home. The D-backs are 8-4 in their last dozen at Chase Field. They're also a perfect 6-0 in their last 6 at home, taking on Baltimore if you're into historical trends. Now, Baltimore has the most losses in Major League Baseball, 68 of them. And as a matter of fact, they are 31-68 overall for the year, 37 games under 500. They're also 33 games back in the division. They are last in runs allowed. Now, total-wise, Baltimore's 11-7 to the under when Bundy makes the first pitch. Meanwhile, Arizona on the other side, 13-7 to the under when Kelly makes the first pitch. So with all that said and done, I'm going to lean Arizona minus 160 and the under 9 runs in that game. Next matchup, Cubbies, Giants, 9:45 Eastern first pitch in San Francisco. Now, we had a small flip of the lines for the Cubs here. Not a whole lot of movement on the total. But anyway, the Cubs are minus 105 in this matchup. They did open plus 105, so we saw a little bit of a 10-cent move in the early wagering. So once again, Chicago open plus 105, now minus 105. Pretty much a coin flip now. Totals at 7.5. 54% are leaning Giants, 66% shaded toward the over. Right now, the Giants are minus 105 on the money line. The Cubbies plus 170 on the run line. We have Yu Darvish for the Cubs, Madison Bumgarner for the Giants. Bumgarner comes into this game with a 3.65 ERA and a 1.18 whip. He also has 127 strikeouts and just 125 and 2/3 innings pitched. Now, Yu Darvish on the other side for the Cubs, 3-4 record, 4.46 ERA. San Fran is red hot right now, hottest team in baseball, 9-1 in their last 10, 16-3 in their last 19. They are now tied for second place in the NL West, and they're also 8th in walks allowed on average per game. Now, the Cubbies on the other side, winners in just 5 out of 20 away from home. They rank 22nd in striking out, and they are second to last in walks allowed on the road. Now, total-wise, the Cubbies are 28-18 to the over when traveling. San Fran is 29-21 to the over at home. Give me the Giants minus 105 and the over 7.5 in that matchup there. Next game, Angels, Dodgers, 10-10 Dodger Stadium. No line currently posted for this game. We have Felix Pena for the Angels, Kenta Maeda for the Dodgers. Maeda is 7-6 with a 3.71 ERA and a 1.04 whip. He also has 106 strikeouts in just 104 1/3 innings. Pena on the other side for the Angels, 4.92 ERA. He also has posted a 7.00 ERA in his last 8 outings. Now, the Angels are 12.5 games back in the AL West. They're also 24th in walks allowed. The Dodgers on the other side, winners in 4 out of their last 5. They're also 12-3 in their last 15 at home. They have the best record in Major League Baseball. Give me the Dodgers winning this one outright for some money line cash. All right, next and final game for the show. It is going to be Rangers, Mariners, 10-10 Seattle. No line currently posted for this game. We actually have really no solid probables. It's either going to be Pedro Payano or Matt Whistler for the Rangers. And it looks like we might have Tommy Malone for the Mariners, but there's a couple other guys in the mix too. So we have no projected probables in this one. Anticlimactic, but I'm not going to make a pick on that game. Let me know who's going to end up starting in the comments section below. We do have another, 12 hours, more than that, 15 hours to decide what we're going to do with this game. But for now, no pick for that game for an anticlimactic ending. All right, guys, that is going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on patreon.com/BrockPage. Link for that website is in the description section below. I got to thank you for watching this free content right here on YouTube. I really hope you enjoyed all this free information. I certainly enjoy producing it for you. And as always, don't forget to check me out on patreon.com/BrockPage.